Hello everyone, welcome back to my course Web3 Hacking with Python. So I'm starting the practical stuff. So if you get the PDF file, you got these links. So when you open you need to open these two links. One is etherscan.io and another thing is Infura. I think it's called Infura, something like that. But Infura link. So when you open this is the ether scan. So is sometimes we call a mainnet. So there's a main Ethereum based contract or working at there. So you can see token stuff, blockchain, other transactions and everything in here. And this is the Infura. So when you register the Infura, you get the API key. So that API key help us to doing the forking stuff. So you sign in here and register the account and take the API key from there and also register in here and also in the setting you get the API key, so just copy on it. So if we go further to auditing stuff, we need to use those API keys. So remember one thing, please don't share the key with any other, just save for you. Whatever I'm using in here, I'm showing the video in the future, which I'm going to be delete after the course is completed. Okay, so when you go to register the both website, so in the next setup we are going to test the web3 is working or not. So this is some comment you can copy here. So if you are using the window, you can download the Python from the website, install it, and in the terminal you use this one in a PowerShell. If you're PowerShell Ninja, that's very good for you, but I'm suggest to using the Linux based OS, or if you are using the Windows user, you just install the Linux as a subsystem. So you can use like this. So both way you can use things stuff. So if you already install the Python, you just can type like this. Let's exit. Okay, so if you install the Python, you also get the library, so you can install the Python library in here. So here I'm going to install the two library. One is Web3 and another one is e-brownie, e-brownie, and this one is a foundry for Anvil. Anvil is a local blockchain, so we are going to set up the local blockchain and connect with the mainnet blockchain, which is Infura, to fork in into the local and going to connect with the Ethereum or BNB or any other blockchain. Okay, so if everything is completely fine, you can type like this. So it's a anyway local blockchain is start. So you need to copy this link here and write the some code to test that the network is really working or not. So first thing first, I'm going to import the web3 library into the project. So web3 import web3. One is w small, another one is a bit. I make a some yeah, so it's more easy to look into the code. So I'm going to make a connection with the blockchain, which is local blockchain. That's why I'm using the local address with port number of 8545. So I'm making the HTTP variable here, and in the variable I put this link to the variable, and also another variable I declare that the web3. Okay, so web3 is a library of Python to write and communicate with the blockchain. So I'm using the web3 has a function called HTTP provider because the connection is going through with the HTTP. So I'm using the HTTP provider function and put it the HTTP here. So what I did is I'm going to connect the connection established between Python and the local blockchain. Okay, so I'm going to print f string here connected Web3 is connected. Web3 dot is connected is a function, so it's like a boolean based function. If it is connected with the network, it's return true, otherwise it's return false. Okay, so let's run the code. So I'm going to my directory here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an installation test. So python 3 installing test.py. If connection is established, return true, that it means that we are connecting with the Python and the Envy blockchain. Okay, so just press the enter with the return. Yes, true. It means connection is established and we are installing completely fine. Everything is working here. So in the next video, we are trying to connect with the real main network, which is Etherscan. I'm using on it, and also the Infura to fork in the mainnet in the local environment. So first thing, you have to register those accounts, Etherscan and Infura, and copy their private key link, and installing the Foundry to use the Envy blockchain and Python libraries like Web3 and E-Brownies. Okay, uh, so I'm going to stop the video in here and see you next video. Bye bye.